Hi, my name is Rebecca Buttigieg and I'm a science show presenter at Esplora Interactive Science Center in Malta. I don't remember choosing science because it's always something that I've loved, and I've always known I wanted to work in science when I grew up. My mum sometimes tells this story about how she used to find my constructions all over the house, even when I was as young as 2 or 3. I used to get random bits and pieces and just build things. All through primary and secondary school, it was really obvious that I loved science and maths, but I never really knew what I could be. I had a vague idea of what a scientist was, but no idea what an engineer was, and I certainly never thought I could be one. One day I was 16 years old and it was in the summer, and I went on a boat ride with some friends. And I began talking to the driver, who turned out to be a mechatronics engineer. And I think he must have been the first engineer I ever really talked to. By the end of our conversation, I was really excited because I finally found out that this thing I love to do is called engineering. I had no idea. I went back home and I announced to my parents, I want to be an engineer. And they were a bit surprised, but they said, okay. And so that's what I did. I really loved working as an industrial engineer, and now I love working in a science center where I get to share my passion for science and engineering with all kinds of people, especially with young adults. When I'm working with children and young adults, I like to say things like, this is science, what we're doing is engineering, you are scientists, you are engineers. Because I want them to know that science and engineering are closer than they think, and that there's all kinds of wonderful things they can do if they choose a career in science. When I was working as an industrial engineer, sometimes my boss would turn to the male engineers and he'd say to them, see what a great job the ladies did? You guys should be more like them. And what he meant was that as women, we bring this different perspective to projects. We also look at the results just like the guys do, but we tend to think more about things like, is it easy to use? Is it practical? Can I make this better for the person who wants to use these results? I think that women do think differently than men, and that's exactly why science needs us. They need us to bring this other perspective. I am so glad that my baby daughter is going to get to grow up in a world where she can choose a career in science or engineering if she wants to. So my message today for International Day of Women and Girls in Science is, choose science. It needs you.